Ladies and gentlemen, we got a special one for you guys. Insanely special. You guys see it from the title. You guys see it from the thumbnail. We are indeed showing you guys how to make a Junkyard guard in 2K25. This is a build that we have been teased about in the blog post, and they were even mentioning it in Discord or whatever. I believe it was like in the actual Courtside report, the first one that they made, when they were like telling, you know, oh, like all of like the my player stuff. And in one of the build names that they mentioned in that was Junkyard guard. I don't remember if it was like I said in the blog post or if that was like a Twitter thing or whatever, but I do remember them mentioning Junkyard guard specifically. And I'm just like, what the hell does that mean? Whatever. I didn't see anybody with a Junkyard guard at this point. I didn't look online or anything like that. So if there's other videos out there, I did not watch them. But a buddy of mine, obviously the same person that deals with a lot of, you know, my crazy ass builds, he found out, hey, I made this build, and you know, so on and so forth. And I went in and I decided to work on the build a little bit and try and get an idea of what all the requirements are for the build, so on and so forth. I mean, there's just a lot of ways to make builds, but obviously there's just, you know, a couple different things that you can do. But Spider the DJ coming through as always with another build. He came through with quite a few of these, you know, these rare build name builds that you usually see me make. So shout out to my boy Spider, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how to make this. So starting it off though, and I will tell you guys the actual requirements as we actually go through here, because it's very specific requirements actually. So the specific requirements that we will need, if I can even pull it up, the specific requirements seem to be an 87 close shot, an 87 plus close shot. We need a 95 plus standing dunk. We also need a 70, like a 77 midi max, by the way, so up to a 77, nothing higher. Seems as though the 76 3-point rating is as high as you can go. You cannot go past the 76. Doesn't seem as though playmaking has anything to do with it, because I think the Junkyard guard concept is really all about the interior and not really much about playmaking or anything like that. I think it's just all about like being a tall shooting guard that's just able to, you know, just be rough in the paint, pretty much with high standing dunk and a post control and all that stuff. Kind of like your back to basket guard, but, you know, Junkyard guard in this case with you know, all around defense and everything. I think it's pretty cool. But you also need a 71 plus interior defense, which is why I mentioned that. So you need a 71 plus interior defense. It doesn't seem as though interior defense or perimeter defense makes that much of a difference. It doesn't really seem that way to me. So another reason why I assume that this is more like interior guard based, where it's kind of like a big man in a 2 position kind of. So we have the 74 interior, 74 perimeter. Nothing really in terms of block rating that I've seen, but then also you need an 83 plus offensive rebound and an 87 defensive rebound. And if you guys remember some of my past videos where I was making these board hunting builds, especially like the board hunting bucket getter and all that stuff, these board hunting builds tend to usually require the 87 defensive rebound and 83 offensive rebound. So that's kind of what we have here with the 90 here as well. Physicals obviously don't seem to really make that much of a difference in terms of build name, obviously. So the physicals and the playmaking seem to be the two things that don't really matter. I tried it with lower ball handling. I tried it with lower pass accuracy. Tried it with a little bit higher pass accuracy. Obviously, if you get it to like a certain point with your pass accuracy, you know, like an 86 plus, obviously at that point, it's probably going to change your build name to like a playmaker or something like that. Or like a passer or whatever the case may be. So it's gonna eventually change your name once you have like a super high pass accuracy. And I think like maybe if you have like a super high ball handling as well, but I'm not 100% sure if you have like the super high ball handling to get like the shot creator name, if it will change it at that point. But obviously the speed up ball doesn't really matter. That one doesn't really do too much to the build name. But this is what we have here. The 87 close shot, that is the requirement here, is pretty decent. Obviously, you need hook specialist on gold, or that's what it gives you at least. You don't really need it, but it's what it gives you. We also have float game on gold and paint prodigy on silver. The 75 driving layup I thought was, pretty decent, considering that we're not really going to be driving to do layups as much. We're going to be driving and trying to get some dunks or doing our post up, which I feel like is probably like the main thing we're going to be doing. But we do have a 75 driving layup. We have physical finisher on bronze. We also have arrow wizard on gold, float game on gold, layup mix master on bronze. So we have those. The driving dunk being an 87 is important because that gives us post riser on silver. We also have that gold aerial wizard, as we mentioned before. And then the 95 standing dunk does give us that rise up badge on Hall of Fame. So we can technically get legend rise up here, because as you can see, we get a 99 standing dunk on this build. So we can technically get like all 4 cap breakers and get Hall of Fame rise up, because we do have a 77 vertical, which we only need a 71 vertical for legend rise up, which is absolutely insane. That, or we can just, continue using cap breakers on our driving dunk and all that as well. And what's really, really good about cap breakers is the fact that you can use cap breakers and it will ask if you want to change the name or keep the old name. So what's really, really great is I can also increase the mid range as well. Possibly get, obviously we need at least a 78 for a set shot specialist. So that'll be kind of good if I'm able to get set shot specialist at least a little bit up there. Then also like getting to like at least the 80 for gold post fade phenom, since we're going to be able to use like a lot of post control. Might as well do that. We could have the ability to have ball handling, so we can use some on ball handling just to get that ankle assassin, get some better animations going as well. And we can also get to the 73 ball handle. We can use like 1 cap breaker on strength, so we can get strong handle on gold. That would be pretty good as well. I mean, there's just like a lot of options for cap breakers here, especially 2 cap breakers on our defensive rebounds, so we can indeed get gold rebound chaser on this build, which is absolutely insane. So yeah, there's like a lot of cool things you can actually utilize. The block rating as well as like the vertical, you can increase that, get high flying denier and gold. It's just like, there's just like a lot that you can do. You can't really get slippery off ball, which is fine, but you can still use cap breakers on agility, be a little bit faster off the ball. Obviously you can use vertical. Like there's just like a lot of things that you can do with cap breakers on this build. And that's one thing that's really, really insane about this build, other than just having a cool, unique name to this build, is just the fact that you're just able to get so many cap breaker opportunities on this build, which is insane. But as I mentioned, we have the 87 post control as well. We got unpluckable on silver. We have gold hook specialist, silver post fade, bronze post powerhouse, and then we also have post up poet on gold as well. So unfortunately, we can't get that on Hall of Fame. Like I said, unfortunate, but you have other cap breaker opportunities for other things, so it's cool. Shooting, like I mentioned, is 77 mid range. We do have Deadeye, set shot, and shifty shooter all on bronze. So you have that post fade phenom on silver. Pretty cool stuff there. And then 75 three pointer and a 78 free throw. Nothing too crazy there. Playmaking, though, we have a 71 pass accuracy, 71 just for the sake of getting that dimer on silver, and we also have break starter on bronze. Not really much of a pass to this build, but we at least have a decent pass accuracy, nothing too crazy. Then the 71 ball handling, which does give you that handles for days on bronze, so you're not going to be completely useless. And then we also have that strong handles I mentioned before on silver, and then the silver unpluckable. And then the 75 speed up ball, which does give us that silver lightning launch. Pretty solid. Then the defense, the 74 interior, as I mentioned before, that gives us our post lockdown badge on bronze. Pretty cool stuff there. We also got off ball pest on silver and paint patroller on silver. Perimeter defense being a 74 is what gives us our on-ball menace on bronze, but then obviously we also get challenger, pick dodger, and immovable enforcer all on bronze as well. We have off-ball pest on silver. 44 steal, we're not going to be really doing too much of stealing on this build, unfortunately, but as long as we can just keep in front of our guys, we'll be fine. And if they happen to just so get around us, we do get an 84 block, so we do get silver high flying denier on this build as well. And then we also get paint patroller on silver, so that's pretty good as well. Being able to guard up on the taller players. So it's just a very, very overall just insane build that we have here. You know, able to stretch the floor out. We're able to play practically like a big man play style, but you know, kind of like a Dirk play style with this build, but you know, as a shooting guard at only 6'8", so it's pretty insane. In the rebounding, we do have an 83 offensive rebound, 90 defensive rebound. Obviously, if you use 2 cap breakers, you get the 92 for gold rebound chaser, but we only have silver right now with box out beast and pogo stick on silver as well. But as you can see, box out beast need an 83 strength. Unfortunately, don't get enough cap breakers for that because you can only use +5. We need 11 for that, so we don't really get to utilize that. Pogo stick, you know, once we upgrade and use the cap breakers on defensive rebound to get a gold rebound chaser, then we can also get pogo stick on gold, which is absolutely pretty good, pretty solid. And then speed being an 80 gives us high flying denier on silver, same with slippery off ball, 71 agility, on ball miss, pick dodger, shifty, and slippery off ball. And then strength being a 72, we get physical finisher. We also get strong handle on silver, box out beast on silver. We get brick wall, immovable enforcer, post lock, and post powerhouse. All those badges on bronze. Pretty cool stuff. And then vertical being a 77, we do get posterizer on silver. We get aerial wizard on gold. Obviously, if we use 3 cap breakers, we get a Hall of Fame, high flying denier, pogo stick, and then also Hall of Fame rise up as well. That's pretty insane. I mean, this build just all around is absolutely insane. But if I go ahead and show you guys, we get Jason Richardson, Kelly Oubre, and Brandon Miller. We get B. Miller, Kelly Oubre, J. Rich as the shades of comparison here. We got Junkyard Guard as the build name. Let me know what you guys think of this in the comment section below, man. I feel like this is absolutely insane for a guard. Like I said, a lot of potential for cap breakers, different ways to go about it. It's absolutely insane. So let me know what you guys think of this build in the comment section below. Make sure to leave a like if you do actually enjoy this and if you guys think that this is really cool. But also hit that bell notification icon just so you never miss out on any one of my videos. Obviously, I'm continuing to post build videos like insane. And also, you already know that, or I guess you guys probably don't know. If you guys didn't know, we have a Battle the Builds bracket going on where it's centers. We do a 1v1 bracket on the blacktop with centers, and whoever comes out on top ends up being my next main center build that I make. And, you know, a lot of these builds are pretty cool, pretty interesting, so I definitely recommend you guys checking those out, and I recommend watching them in order because I do spoil some of the previous stuff there in the videos after those. So I do spoil a little bit if you guys want to watch it in chronological order so you don't get spoiled. That's cool by me, but I made every single one of those players. I made a build with them. I rushed through them, so obviously I would still have to refine them. I like how my Shaq build came out on there. I will say that. A couple other builds that I really am intrigued with playing on if I do get the opportunity to, but we'll have to wait and see when the time comes when those videos drop. But anyway, that's going to be it for this one. Hope that you guys enjoyed. I'll see you all in the next one. Later, everybody.